Welcome to the WCAI Corporate Partner Interview. Today we're talking with Ming Teng, Head of Analytics for StubHub. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Can you describe your role at StubHub? In a nutshell, what does the analytics group do on a daily basis?
So my team is responsible for our buyer, marketing, and CRM analytics. And we're also expanding worldwide and into new businesses. So we'll also be responsible for the analysis and metrics in those specific areas. Our primary responsibilities is to ensure that we deliver insights, value-added data mining, and essentially a lot of our KPIs and dashboards to enable our business partners to actually track, measure, and be able to target success for the future.
How did you become involved in analytics? What is your educational background or your experiential background?
So I originally started in the actuarial sciences and lost interest in it, and then ultimately actually found my way into the database marketing industry, where I was primarily in the area of consumer marketing and insights as part of NeoData, which was an electronic data, actually an EDS company at the time. And a lot of the primary focus was around just applying advanced analytics and quantitative methods towards data to be able to enable our marketers to essentially cost-effectively market to them and be able to create the appropriate experience for our customers. I spent a great deal of time in the retail, catalog, and e-commerce industry, and I can't even remember how I answered that. I have a bachelor's degree in mathematics and statistics at the University of Minnesota.
Great. What really excites you about working with data?
I think the most exciting thing today is the challenge that a lot of companies and analytics teams face with just the boom in online data, and being able to filter through and mine that data and uncover the value add and the most meaningful aspects of that information, while kind of teasing out a lot of the garbage that's out there. A lot of the information today is very unstructured. In order to be able to deal with these things, I think it requires a lot more mining efforts and a lot of infrastructure and tools that enables you to successfully look for the golden nuggets in that minefield of data.
So what is one of the coolest things you've learned about customers or just in general by analyzing data?
I would say the biggest thing is, as a marketer, being able to create a consistent experience for your customers. There's so many options today that people can choose from to kind of separate yourself from everyone that's out there. I think it requires that you're creating a full experience that's consistent. I think people are savvy enough to kind of find what they're looking for. The days of kind of loyal brands it's probably not as strong as it used to be. People are able to find different sources of and different ways to be able to transact and find the right level of information. So I think it's purely about making sure that you're creating that consistent experience for your customers, and being able, and as an analytics team, being able to provide that information to our customer operations teams so that they can act accordingly when they're treating our customers, or when they actually have FaceTime with our customers.
Great. Switching gears a little bit, what are the key traits you look for in new hires, and how do you find the people who blend analytics skills with business expertise?
So, in terms of finding the people, I think obviously the networking is still the right path. We've been able to find a lot of key candidates that way. I think for the most part, the people that I've been meeting are pretty strong analytically. Their background comes from a lot of the major mathematics, statistics, economic, and engineering sciences. So they're already capable of doing the problem solving. I think what separates the good candidates from the candidates that kind of fall a little bit short is primarily around being able to take or solving complex business questions and being able to communicate that to a a senior management audience or a very general audience, so that, you know, from a buy-in perspective, I think it's important to be able to sell that to those audiences in order to make them understand that here are the actual practical applications of that meaningful information that I just uncovered. So that's essentially what separates the good candidates from the ones that fall on the mission.
Great. Thanks so much. We look forward to working with you.
All right, thanks for having me.